Your homework for Wednesday or the next class meeting is going to be to, number one, I need you guys to finish this box number 2. Okay, so you guys were given the exact dimensions of the first 3 cutouts, right? The big one, the little one, and the medium-sized one, right? So you got to finish those cutouts and build the pieces. And I put this out. You guys took pictures of it, right? I pulled it out. You guys were able to take pictures of it, so you know how to build it. Okay. Now I need you guys to finish designing the other side of the box. And the other side of the box, right, you need to do a minimum of 3, maximum of 5 spatial subtractions. Okay. And they need to be of the same approximate scale as this. So they can't be little tiny ones, and they can't just completely cut out the whole box. It needs to kind of feel like it's cohesive with the 3 that you already did. Okay? Any questions? So that's item number 1. So I need that thing. That's the most important thing for you guys to get finished, because that on Wednesday is going in for a grade, which means if you don't finish it by Wednesday, that it'll go down 1 entire grade if you turn it in the following week. So you don't want to do that. This needs to be your top priority. Okay? Yes?
Said 5 spatial subtraction.
3 to you of your own design. You're going to do 3 between 3 and 5. The one that I did was 1 big one, 1 little one, and 1 medium size. So that was 3. You guys can pick on how many you want to do between 3 and 5, and they need to be of about the same scale as mine. Notice that these are about the same as those. They're not tiny. They're not huge. Okay? Is there any questions about that? And you guys understand why it's so important? This needs to be your number 1 priority, right? Because this is an actual project score. The other stuff that I'm going to give you is just the 10 points that you get every class. Okay? All right. So now, if you did not already finish it in class, right, you are to laminate. Most of you, I think, are getting close to done. You're to laminate the paper on all 5 sides of this. That's 1. So this is the points homework score thing. All right? You are to make a decision if your building is visible or hidden from the parking lot below. That's easy. You just got to pick one. You need to decide after that which of the 3 approaches you are going to use. So that's also pretty easy. All right. You are to build the little cube like this based on the thing that I gave you, the handout that I gave you. And you are to locate it on the site, right? So orient it to true west and lightly draw where it is. So when I say lightly, I mean just kind of in pencil, very lightly. Show me where you're putting the cube. Okay? The last thing I want you to do, if you have time to do it, is on this box, after you're looking at this one, is I want you to decide and lightly draw where you're thinking of putting your entry porch and where you're thinking of putting your sunset porch. Okay? So please distinguish between the 10-point homework score thing and the actual A, B, C, D, or F grade. Okay? This is your top priority. These other things you need to do, but work on that first. All right? Questions? No questions? Really? Go ahead.
How do you grade that?
What do you mean?
Is it just, it's an A if it's finished, or if it's, is it a C if it's done poorly?
I'm going, like I've mentioned this a few times. For the first projects, I tend to be rather lenient. So you should try to do as neat a job as you can, but you know, this is the first time I'm guessing that most of you are building models. So The neater it is, the higher your score. But I want to be very lenient the other way. So, okay.
Do you need to know dimensions?
Do I need to know them?
Yeah, home design.
No, it's up to you. I would try and keep them in increments of a foot because it'll make your life easier. But it's up to you. But you know what I'm saying about it being about the same scale, right? Don't do these little tiny cuts. Don't do these gigantic ones where half the cube's gone. Okay? All right, other questions? Going once, going twice. Oh, yes, sir.
I didn't get one of those.
Which one?
That one.
The beautiful Natalie will get you one, right? As soon as we're done. All right. Yes?
Where can we find your video?
Huh?
Where can we find your video?
The videos are all being placed on the server under the X drive, and they're in arch101, $ arch101, fall 2017. And they're already all in there. Well, actually, today's aren't yet, but we're going to move them in there as soon as we're done. Okay? Questions? Going once. Going twice. Gone. All right. See y'all on Tuesday.